Hi, this is Mike from Minimal 3DP, and today I'm configuring my used Ender 3 S1 Plus with the Creality Sonic Pad. So let's go ahead and get started. Now I'm just going to start zoomed way back here. First thing I want to do is I plug the Creality Pad in. I have the adapter right here. I'm plugged in on the left side, top USB, and I'm plugging that in over here. Now, the one thing I don't like about this is I have to use the USB-C adapter. So what I may do is look for a new cord where it's just USB-C. But for now, I'll just use the cord that came with it. So let me plug that in. I'm going to turn the printer off. And then let me move the camera up so we can see the pad. And I'll start that. I'm going to apologize right off the bat because I have a massive glare here. So I'm just going to try to minimize this by turning off the lights. Okay, so I've started the Creality Pad, and this will take a minute to start. And I'm pretty sure I'm going to have to configure this all from scratch. So we'll go ahead and do that. Now I'm trying to minimize glare here. I've turned the lights off in my office, but I'm still going to have reflection, so I apologize. I'm just going to choose English. I'm going to say I've read this. They, of course, pause this. So I have to let the countdown go. Once the countdown goes, I'm going to hit next. I'm actually on Central Time, so let me fix this. So I'm on America, Chicago. Hit next. I'm going to choose my router. Let me take this off screen and I'll type in my password. So I've now connected to my network. I'm just going to leave this as Creality Sonic Pad. And let me look for other models. So I want the 3 series. We're just going to scroll through here till we find the Ender 3 S1 Plus. There we go. Let's click that. Click Next. And we have USB communication. So now I have my card reader. I'm going to put my card in. And then plug that in down here. And flash the firmware. So now the firmware has been written. So I'm going to take this out of here. In this case, it's using a full-size USB. So I'm going to plug that into the computer over here. And let me turn this a little bit. So now this is in the printer. Let's hit the next step. And that's power on the printer and click Next. So now, back to here. As you can see, it says connecting. This might take a minute. And it connected successfully, so it's all flashed. So it connected. I'm going to start the self-test. So that's working. Now I'm starting the fan, the park cooling fan. That's working. Okay, so I've propped the screen up here. I have the printer over here, so that way you can see them both simultaneously. Turn this a little bit so it's straight. Now, according to the directions here, it wants me to tighten these to maximum. What I do is I've tightened them down and then given it 2 twists to loosen it, so that way I hit play. So let's go ahead and do the next step. So I'm not following the step 1 exactly. I'm loosening it a little bit. So now the first thing that's going to happen is it's going to home. Okay, so now I have my feeler gauge set to 0.01, and I'm just going to move things down until I get the nozzle almost on the bed. I'm going to cup a little bit. That feels good. So now I'm going to go to the next step. So this is going to home again, and then I'm going to do each of the corners. Okay. So over here, I'm going to hit corner 1. I'm going to tighten this down. That feels good. So then go to corner 2. Now I'm on corner 2, so I'm going to run the feeler gauge under it. And I need to bring the bed up. That feels good. Let's go to 3. Feeling good. 4. Now let's see if I can get 4 right. 4 is really tight, but I'm just going to let that alone. I might need to baby step that one. One's all right. Let me just go over and check 2 again. She feels good. So I think I'm good to go. I'm going to go ahead and hit next. And now let's go ahead and do the auto level and see what that looks like. And so I'm hitting auto calibrate. And this should go through and just probe the bed. So I'm going to pause and let that work. Now if we look at this, it's done probing. It might be a little high in the back corner, but I'll be honest, I just don't care that much. I think it'll be all right. I can mess around with it doing a little bit of baby stepping and everything else. So I think I'm all right. So I'm just going to hit next step. And let's start my experience. So that's rebooting. And I'll come back. Now I want to do my configuration. So in order to do that, I need some information. I find it's easier to configure everything via the web interface. I've had really good luck with the Sonic pads using fluid. So to do that, I'm just going to hit configure, local information, and then I want to write down the first 4 digits of the screen serial number. In my case, it's 5997. And then we go over to the browser and we'll connect. Now to connect fluid, I'm just going to go up and type http://spad dash 559, well, I'm sorry, 5997.local. And that should bring up the fluid interface. And there we go. So the fluid interface is up and running. And so now I have the Sonic Pad going with this printer. I need to run some of my checks and get everything set up perfectly. But from here, I can access the printer.config and everything else and make the magic happen. So that is setting up the Creality Sonic Pad with the Ender 3 S1 Plus. These same instructions should work with anything from the S1 series, as long as you select the right printer from the configuration. I hope this helps. If you have any questions, please post them below. Hope to talk to you soon. Thanks. Bye. Hi, this is Mike from Minimal 3DP, and I want to thank you for joining me today. If you have any questions or comments, please post them below. If you need some additional help, I've also posted some links in the video description. You can set up a 15-minute help session with me, and I'm more than happy to sit down with you and see if I can help you out. If you need some additional help, I'm also going to try doing 1-hour sessions for anybody that's interested. And like I said, I'm testing this stuff out. I want to thank you again for joining me, and I look forward to talking to you again next time. Thanks. Have a good day. Bye.